Hello, wonderful students. Today we're going to learn about how to analyze nonfiction texts. So here are some things you might want to consider. No, here are some things you definitely want to consider. Does the speaker, the writer, the author have ethos? That means cred. Are they credible? 2, does the speaker, writer, or author use pathos? Pathos is emotions. What are they trying to get you to feel? 3, does the author use logos? Logos is facts and statistics, graphs. You always want to ask yourself those 3 things, and we'll go into them in a little bit more detail. Other rhetorical techniques: who wrote it and when. You want to look at the date it was written. And for the who, what are their politics? What is their culture, their gender, their religion, their race, their profession? What is their socioeconomic status? How about their education level, their age, their experience? Who pays them? What organization do they work for or are they writing for? And who funds their research? So you can see who encompasses a lot. Who is the audience? Same thing, same kinds of criteria. How old is the audience? What is their gender, their culture, their race, their socioeconomic status, their politics, their education level, their experience? Same exact thing. Is the speech, article, book in response to an event? This could be an occasion like a graduation or a holiday or an event that is specific, something that made national news or statewide news, something like that. What is the purpose of the article or the nonfiction text? Is it to entertain, to inform, to persuade, to horrify, to frighten, to lie, to explain, to humiliate, to make it great, whatever it is, to make it horrible, to manipulate, to disgust? Why was it written? What kind of language and words were used? Is the language, the wording, the tone specific to culture, gender, experience, age, socioeconomic status? You can see where I'm going with this, right? Are the words loaded with connotative meaning? Now, connotative is just a fancy word for a word that evokes emotion. And we have tons of them out there, okay? I'm going to give you an example. The word lynched. It's cringeworthy. It is evocative of racism. But what about the word crucify? Still a horrible way to die. But that one's loaded with more religious aspects. So that would be the connotative emotion behind each word. And that's words are chosen to bring forth a emotion. What kind of examples are used? Are there facts, statistics, charts, graphs, anecdotal stories? Now, an anecdotal story, or you might have heard it say it's an anecdote, it's a story based on personal experience, not fact. Now, this can be really good because the audience can relate to a personal story or an anecdotal story. But it's also bad. 2 things can be right at the same time. It can be good and it can be bad. It can be bad because it's not based on facts or data and perhaps is not representative of the larger population or the larger anything that they're trying to explain. Is a counter argument provided? Does the article have statistics and facts? Now, that would be the logos. But be careful, like danger, danger, danger. Not all facts and statistics are accurate, or they're manipulated in a way that you don't realize that you are being manipulated. And most data and statistics are skewed, means manipulated, changed, altered, misrepresented to get you to feel a certain way. So, yes, numbers lie. Also, pay attention to the words used in the facts. Okay, you always want to vet the source of those facts. Vet just means, where did it come from? Where is the fact coming from? And same thing, this fact, is it coming from a government site? Is it coming from Billy Bob's blog? Okay, where are they getting the fact? Look at the title. Is it accurate or is it clickbait? BuzzFeed and New York Times are the masters of the clickbait title. A lot of times the title has very little to do with the actual article itself. How is the article organized? This is super, super important. In journalism, it's an upside down triangle. Okay. Generalities are kind of at the beginning, things that draw you in, and more details kind of at the end. Why? Because most people don't read to the end. Most people never read the whole article. Facts and details bore people. They lose interest. And that's how articles often manipulate you. They throw out a splashy title. They throw out some emotional, that pathos, the stuff that pulls at your heartstrings. And if you actually read further down, you're going to see that what they said in the beginning doesn't match the statistic that they have at the end. They're banking on the average reader not reading the whole article, because chances are if you did, you would see the truth and the flaws in their argument. It's tricky, right? More on organization of the article. Where is the counter argument and rebuttal located? And do they even have one? How long is the counter argument and rebuttal? A paragraph? A sentence? A graph? A chart? What exactly is the counter argument and what is the rebuttal? Is it difficult to understand? Pay attention to that one. A good skill to have when you look at texts analytically is to take that text, that article, and boil it down to one single sentence, one summary sentence. It's a good skill for life to be able to take an argument and crystallize it into something very simple. Politicians, marketers, all these people who write for a living, write articles, they know how to manipulate language and words, which is why languages and words are so important to understand. And they also have a bevy. Bevy means a lot of. They have a lot of rhetorical tricks that they used for arguments. Below in the description box is a website. It has videos and short descriptions and examples of something called logical fallacies. You're going to watch my favorites. No, wait. They're all my favorites. So yes, you're going to watch all of them. And you're going to make a chart like the one that I've posted in Google Classroom. You can work in pairs. That's two people. Or you can work by yourself. You can embrace your split personality. Okay? But if you work in pairs, you both must submit a document. Okay? So that means you're going to have to do a cut and paste and submit that document. Okay. And after that document is submitted, and I'm not going to tell you what's in it because you're going to have to find out on Google Classroom, it will be something that will come in handy when we go through all of these articles that we're going to be looking at. Or when you watch the news or listen to any debates, you can pull out that handy dandy chart and go, aha, that's a straw man argument. And everybody be like, whoa. Okay, really helps to know your logical fallacies because it will make you win any argument. You know why you lose all the arguments with your parents? Because, well, one, they're your parents, but two, you don't know how to argue. So that's it for today. Make sure you check Google Classroom and stay smart. Bye-bye.